My man Nate, man, shout out to Nate, bro.
What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. That's the name. Obviously, hit that notification bell. Also, hit that hit the subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell. So that way, once the video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know that I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend and tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, we are, I want to say, about 2 weeks away, or a little less than 2 weeks away from Wrestlemania. This weekend coming up, I believe, is the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, let's check real quick. Hold on a second. Hold on. No, this weekend is the 11th. Pardon self. So not this weekend, but next weekend is WrestleMania. Not this weekend coming up. Next weekend. And we know that it's a 2-night event. So there'll be matches for Saturday, which is the 18th, and then there'll be matches for Sunday, the 19th. Shout out to my man Darnell from the Playmakers blog. He actually sent me the list of the matches and what night they was going to take place. I was getting ready for work this morning, and I'm watching ESPN, in the morning, especially if I'm going in for OT for work. And it was announced that they was going to give their breakdown for the matches for Saturday and Sunday. Now, I didn't pay attention to that part because I was too busy getting ready for work. But while I was on my way to work, my guy Darnell, texted me and sent me the matches. So I definitely want to shout him out. And I'm also going to tell y'all to subscribe to his channel. It's called the Playmakers blog. So that's his channel. Go check out his content. That's one of my dudes representing Jacksonville, Florida. So shout out to the Playmaker for letting me know what matches is for Saturday and for Sunday. So just this video here, I'm going to just break down the matches and just give my take on them. I'm not going to give no prediction yet because I'm actually going to save that for probably another week. I'm probably going to do a prediction video right before WrestleMania. So this video is just basically me giving my opinion of the matches, because to be quite honest with you, there's 5 matches on this card. It's 13 it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 13 matches in total. I do believe one more match is going to get added, and I'm going to speak on that as well. But again, there was 5 matches on this card that I already knew what day those matches was going to be on. Okay. And I was actually thinking about this at work on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, we have the 2 big titles, right? We have the World Heavyweight Championship, who is CM Punk is the holder of that title. And then we have the the Undisputed Championship, which Cody Rhodes holds. Me personally, they didn't have to say anything. They just kept promoting WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. But again, there was 5 matches that I already knew what days they was going to fall on. Roman Reigns and CM Punk was definitely going to be night 2. Let's just get that out the way. That was definitely going to be night 2. And bam, that's night 2. I already knew that already. So since that's night 2, you can't have both titles. You can't have both of those title matches on the same day. So obviously that puts Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton on night 1. And obviously what's been going on as of lately with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and their desperation to try to have the same hype revolved around that match with the hype that's around CM Punk and Roman Reigns, they felt the need to bring Pat McAfee into the fold, which I think makes 0 sense, being that you have a 20-year storyline with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton already. But I digress. Again, I knew that match. Once the match was announced, I already knew that was going to be Saturday. And I already knew CM Punk and Randy Orton was going to be Sunday. So those 2 matches, I already knew the dates they was going to be. The other 2 matches I knew was the women's championship matches. I instantly knew Rhea Ripley was going to be on Sunday. She's the most popular female superstar on the roster currently. Do I think she's the best in-ring performer? No. That goes to the genius of the sky, Io Sky, in my opinion. But being that Rhea Ripley is so loved and she's so popular, you can't have her on the first night. You got to have her the second night. So like she says, mommy is always on top. So she has to have the second night. She can't have the first night. So even though it's with Jade Cargill, and now that storyline has gotten very interesting because Jade Cargill has her, her, I guess you could say her flunkies, you can say, which is B-Fab and Meechin. They're basically helping Jade Cargill just torture Rhea Ripley before Mania. And now Io Sky has somehow got caught up in that storyline as well. But I don't think that's going to last long. Eventually, again, I'm going to get to that later on anyway. But again, like I said, I knew Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill was going to be Sunday. So there it is right there. The other match, Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer. You can't have the women title matches the same night. You got to split it up. It's just like the guys. So that leaves Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer for Saturday. When the match was first announced, I thought maybe it'd be Sunday. Maybe it would be Sunday. But when Rhea Ripley won Elimination Chamber, I'm like, yeah, she's going to be Sunday. She's definitely going to be Sunday. So again, that's another match I knew was going to be Friday. Was going to be Sunday. The other match I knew was going to be Sunday is Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. You're bringing the Beast back. He's not coming back for Saturday. That's not happening. He's the Beast. He requires a lot of attention, obviously. This is someone who doesn't come around as much, but when he does, it's a huge splash. So he has to come out on Sunday. He can't do it night one. He has to do it night two. And then, listen, with what's been going on with this storyline, I'm not going to say it has the potential to steal the show, but yes, obviously that match was going to be night two as well. So those were the 5 matches that I already knew was going to be on particular days. So night one, let's get to all the rest of the matches. The Usos and LA Knight versus the Vision and I Show Speed. I knew that was going to be Saturday because me personally, I already knew the match was coming because once the Usos lost their tag titles, which unfortunately I Show Speed got involved in that match. He had the brass knuckles and LA Knight tapped him and he hit LA Knight with the brass knuckles and then he put the brass knuckles on the mat. Logan Paul got a hold of it and knocked out, I think, Jimmy Uso, if I'm not mistaken. And that helped him and Austin Theory win the tag titles. Once that happened, I already knew what the storyline was going to be. It was going to be the Usos and LA Knight against the Vision and I Show Speed because every year, WWE likes to have a public figure, a celebrity, be a part of WrestleMania. This is the one time where I don't have an issue with it because I Show Speed has been training to wrestle. Like if you've been paying attention to his social medias or whatnot, he's been training with Randy Orton, selling moves, taking bumps. So obviously he's getting ready for this match. But again, I knew that this was going to be Saturday. This was not going to be a Sunday event. This was definitely going to be Saturday. So let's get that out the way. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Me personally, I'm not too interested in this match. I guess you can say this is one of those bathroom breaks or going to the store or doing your dishes match. That's how I feel about this match. And it's on the right night, which is night one. The women's Intercontinental Championship match, AJ and Becky. See, now this match, I wasn't too sure where this match would fall. Me personally, I thought it would fall on Sunday, being that AJ and CM Punk is married. But then I also thought, whoa, wait a minute. Becky and Seth is married as well. Maybe they could share the same night. And bam, that's exactly what's going to happen because Seth Rollins and Gunther is going to be on night one as well. Because being that Brock and Obafemi is night two, the other singles match has to be Seth Rollins and Gunther, and that has to be night one. So once that feud started, which literally started last week, I'm like, okay, they're going to Mania, and that's going to be night one. So there you have it. The women's tag team match, the Fatal 4-Way, which is the Irresistible Forces, which is Nia Jax and Lash Legend against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and unfortunately the Bella Twins. Now, I found out some breaking news while I was at work. Obviously, we know already that Nikki Bella sustained a foot injury a few weeks ago. So right now, everything is in limbo about the Bellas possibly not being in this match. Now, me personally, I hope they're not in it because if they are in it, obviously we know what's going to happen. And listen, it so wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all if somehow they play it out that the Bellas don't be in the match and then somehow they get a part of the match and they wind up winning. Nothing. It wouldn't even surprise me because listen, that's for me. That's the most predictable match on the card because we know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, the Bellas are going to win this match. You know, they want to give them their WrestleMania moment. They're Hall of Famers. So, you know, we want them to have their twin magic. You want them to have their WrestleMania moment. You know, they've never been tag team champs before. So let's put the title on them. I can already see that happening. I can see that happening already. And trust me, it's going to be a mistake. It's going to be a big mistake. So I already know that's going to happen. So I'm really not looking forward to them being in the match. They have no business being in this match. They can't light a candle to these other women that's in these matches, that's in this match. So I don't understand why they're in it. But I would say that would be a bathroom break, but not really because I love the other three teams. I love what Nia Jax and Lash Legend have done as a tag team. People that know me, y'all already know how I feel about Bayley. I love Lyra Vaquera, and what's not to love about Charlotte Flair besides her not her ring gear, the gear that she wears when she comes to the ring, and she's just, I guess you could say, styling and profiling. Some of the stuff she's been wearing has been crazy. Like if you watched Raw yesterday, you would know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what the hell is she wearing? But I digress. But I love Charlotte and Alexa Bliss as well. The only team I don't like in this match is the Bellas, and I'm just tired of them, honestly. Like I hate when they pop up on my TV screen. But you know, again, like I said, Cody and Randy Orton, that's the other match on the card for night one. So that one was predictable as well. Night two. All right, I already said Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match. When that match was announced, I knew that was going to be night two. And shout out to Penta because he was the one that actually called for this match. He's actually, ever since he's been the IC champ, ever since he took it from Dom Mysterio, he's basically done what Cena did when Cena was the US champ. And that would, you know, give open challenges to superstars. Now, obviously, he's won them because he's still the champ. He was the one that came up with this ladder match. So whether he wins or loses, he's going to get so much respect for even coming up with this match. And then you add the fact to the people that's in it. You got Penta. You got the young OG, Javon Evans, who I believe is going to steal the show in this match. Dragon Lee, he's in this match. I think JD Madonna from Judgment Day, he's in this match. So you got Penta, JD Madonna, Dragon Lee, Penta, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, JD Madonna, and then yesterday it was announced that Mr. 619 himself, Rey Mysterio, is in this match. Now, that's 5. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's somebody else that's in this match. I truly believe it's somebody else that's in this match. Let me check real quick because I find it hard to believe that it's only I find it hard to believe that it's only 5 people. Let me see. Matches. Okay, let's go to matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rusev is in this match. So you got 4 out of the 5 that are high flyers. This ladder match. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6. This match has the potential to not just be match of the night, but possibly the match of the whole event. Because last year at Mania, for me, I think the match of the whole event was Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. And it's funny because they was night 2 and they was the opening match. So in a perfect world, in my opinion, for night 2, the opening match should be the ladder match. That should open the show. So I'm putting that out there right now. I think the ladder match should open the show, right? Another match, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams. Me personally, I didn't know where this match was going to fall. I didn't. I had no idea where this match was going to fall. But I will tell you this, though. Trick Williams is a star. He's a big star. His aura is top notch. And on the grandest stage of them all, the only way you can ignite his aura to a whole new level is have Booker T bring him to the ring. Have Booker T bring him to the ring. For those of y'all that follow Booker T, you know, he has his favorites from NXT where he would just hype them up as he does commentating, right? Stephanie is an example. Jada Parker is an example. Joe Henry is an example. But that chemistry with him and Trick Williams, boy, on the grandest stage of them all, Booker T got to bring him out. Booker got to bring him. For me, it would be a disappointment if Booker don't bring him out. That's just my opinion. So my scenario is, even though, listen, I think Trick Williams is going to win this match anyway, even though I'm not giving predictions now, but I think Trick is getting the dub. But me, personally, if Booker don't bring Trick to the ring, just let Sammy win. Because it feats the purpose. Like, you got to have Booker bring him out. You got to have Booker have that mic and hyping up the crowd and getting them chanting, whoop that Trick as he comes to the ring. That's just my opinion. And then the other match is Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. Now, they haven't announced it yet, which I don't think they should. We haven't seen Demon Balor in a long time. A long time. And if you've been following this storyline with Judgment Day and Finn Balor, they turned on him, and every week he's just been getting beat up. I think at Mania, Demon Balor returns. I think that's going to happen. And obviously, with that happening, I see him getting the dub as well. I don't see him losing, but Demon Balor is definitely coming back for Mania. So those are all the matches on the card. Again, I already mentioned the 5 that I already suspect was going to be certain specific nights. I already knew that already. Now, there's one match that hasn't been announced yet, but I think is possibly going to happen. And that will be Asuka and Io Sky. There's no way that the Giants of the Sky is not involved in WrestleMania. There's one or two ways she could be involved. I just spoke about the Bellas. If Nikki Bella is not ready to go, which I hope to God she's not, there could be a scenario where the Kabuki Warriors get in that tag title match. Now, if that was to happen, then I can see a scenario where Io Sky will somehow help Rhea Ripley win the women's championship against Jade Cargill. So she won't be in a match, but she'll be involved some way, somehow, because she's already involved in the storyline. But that's not what I want. I want her to have a match at Mania. She deserves to have a match at Mania. So, unfortunately, if Nikki Bella is good to go, then I can see them possibly announcing soon that Asuka and Io will dance at Mania. And I actually like that match. I don't think I've ever seen them wrestle one-on-one before. And you're talking about two of the biggest Japanese stars, female superstars that's been killing it in the ring for years. I don't think I've ever seen them go one-on-one. And if so, what better place to do it than on the grandest stage of them all? They already got chemistry together, so why not just put that on display at Mania? So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Me personally, I would have preferred a triple threat match and throw Kairi Sane in there, have her moment. But in order for that to happen, me personally, if that match would have happened, Kairi got to get the win. After all the torture that she's been dealing with Asuka, she deserves her WrestleMania moment and get the dub. But unfortunately, she's not going to be in the match. It's going to be Asuka and Io Sky. So listen, again, we got less than 2 weeks. So it wouldn't shock me that by next week, that match is announced. So there you have it for all the matches. And I believe that match would be on Sunday. Because, again, you have 7 matches for night 1, and you only have 6 for Sunday. I think the Io Sky Asuka match will fall for night 2. So you can even it out. 7 matches for Saturday, 7 matches for Sunday. But y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me which match is y'all looking forward to. Okay? Just hit me in the comments and tell me which match y'all looking forward to. And it's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once the video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.